mysteries. Let us analyze what is the most mysterious thing in the world. What's the greatest surprising thing or mysterious thing in the world? You can come up with some of your answers. God. Then humans. Then birth. Then universe. Outer space. Then life. Then death. Then the whole creation. Soul consciousness. Each one has got their own answers. 5,000 years ago, the same question was put to a great man called Yudhishthira Raja, hero of the Indian epic Mahabharata, one of the greatest epic ever written in the planet Earth. Mahabharata. The hero of that epic is called Yudhishthira Raja, a great king. The same question was put to him by a demon, by a demigod. It asks him, Kimascharyam ita param? What is the greatest surprising thing on this planet Earth? What is the mysterious thing, most mysterious thing on the planet Earth? Yudhishthira gives a beautiful reply with a Sanskrit sloka. I will give you that Sanskrit sloka and then give the overall meaning. Agani bhutani gacchantiha yamamandiram seshastiramischandi kimascharyam ataparam. Means every day so many lives are going to the Yama's abode, the death's abode, to the death's house. But the people who are staying here, they think they are going to be here eternally. They think they are never going to die. This is the greatest surprising thing for me on this planet Earth. After seeing every day so many people dying, so many deaths happening, again people continuously believe, feel and live with the idea that we are not going to die. Our life is not going to end. For us, it is not. We always think only somebody else is going to get into the accident. We always think only somebody else is going to die. This is the greatest mystery. Death. Death is the greatest mystery. Mystery of all the mysteries. God is a vague word. God is not a clear experience in your life. God is just a vague concept till you become enlightened. Even the idea of God originated, idea of God is created after the question, what happens after death? When this question was raised, many people try to give answer to this question in their own way. Many have tried to answer this question. So somebody wants to answer. Some people created theories. Some people created philosophies. Few people created religions. Even the idea of God is created by the people who tried to answer this question: what happens after death? This is the most mysterious question according to me. From the time immemorial, so many persons again and again and again trying to answer this question. Every person who tried to answer this question created a new religion, new cult, new sect. All the religions are born out of this one question: what happens after death? What is actually happening at the time of death? Almost all the religions are born out of this one question: what happens after death? What is death? That's the most mysterious thing. Many people try to give many different kind of answers, many different understandings. Some say there are so many births. Some say there is only one birth. Some of them are in the idea: why should we bother at all, Swamiji? Forget about it. When it comes, let us face. Why should we even think of death? Let me answer this question first. Why should we even analyze, understand, think about death? Because your idea, your understanding about death is going to change your understanding about the life. Please be very clear. Your understanding about death is going to change your understanding about life. You can see the religions which believes there is only one life, they created a deep sense of hurrying everything, anxiety in man. All the Western religions, they believe only one life. That is why they wanted to take the maximum juice out of this life. You have to enjoy whatever you want to enjoy in the 70-year span. You can't miss. If you miss, you miss it. So you are not allowed to rest, to relax. Continuously, you have to finish what you want to finish. The idea of only one birth gave birth to science. That is why you start working, searching for all comforts, maximum possible comforts, the maximum possible joy, maximum possible juice from the outer world. Second thing, all the Eastern religions, they speak about many births. This idea gave birth to spirituality. When you have an idea, so many births, when you understand there are so many births, again and again and again you come down and go back. You feel bored, fed up, same drama. You come down, this time you catch somebody as a husband, somebody as a brother, somebody as a son, somebody as a neighbor, somebody as an enemy. You create a big setup with which you live. The moment you die, you go to the next body. Again you create one full setup. It goes on, goes on, goes on. After some time, you feel bored. You are totally fed up. How many times coming down, doing the same drama, again going back, again coming down? You start thinking towards getting liberated. No more coming back. The moment you start thinking about liberation, no more coming back, you start working towards moksha or enlightenment. That is what is the whole spirituality. Your understanding about death plays a major role about your understanding about the life. Your understanding about death plays a major role on the concept or understanding about life also. According to me, it is your concept about death based on which you really live. Only based on that you really live. Now, let us enter into this mystery of mysteries, the most mysterious thing of the life, which we need to understand really in our life. There is a beautiful Zen saying, learning the art of dying is the real thing or the ultimate thing which you can learn in your life. Preparing and learning for the right beautiful death is the real thing which you can achieve when you live. A small Zen story. One day an enlightened master suddenly declared that he is going to die around next day morning around 6 o'clock. Of course, enlightened people always know about their death. They declare beforehand when they are going to die. He declared around morning 6 o'clock he is going to die. The beauty is his disciples. They said, no, Swamiji, please wait for 2-3 more hours because it will be too cold early morning. Why don't you wait for a few hours so that we can prepare for your body getting burned or whatever, all the last rituals. He said, all right, what is there? He said, okay, and told the disciples that he will pass away around 12 o'clock. When exactly clock struck 12, he greeted them all and hands dropped by themselves. He left the body. I wanted you to know about a small but very important incident. When British people were bringing the whole India under their control, in the central India, there is a small tribal village. Now the village is not there. There was one small tribal village. The British was trying to bring that village under their control. The whole village is only totally 100 people. But highly mystical people. Mystical means totally into devotee, into meditation, and who knows the esoteric arts. It is said that in that village people never fell sick. And not only that, even if they dreamt as if they have heard somebody in their dream, next day morning they will go and apologize that person. There is a record about that village. tonight if they dream that they have hurt somebody in their dreams, next day morning they will go and apologize him. Please forgive me, I have hurt you in my dreams. The explanation is, unless you have a subtle vengeance, unless you have a subconscious idea to hurt him, you will not even hurt in the dreams. So they don't even want that unconscious vengeance. That is why they go and ask him to apologize. Such a highly matured spiritual group, they have nothing of the outer world, but they had everything of the inner world. These British people, when they try to catch that village, the villagers are not ready to surrender, give their freedom to anybody else. But these British people said, either you come to our lifestyle or we will kill you. You will be surprised. These guys, the villagers, they said, you don't have to kill us, don't worry, we know the art of dying, we will die by ourselves. British people thought they will commit suicide. The villagers will commit suicide by some medicine or some method. You'll be shocked. There is a clear record. The whole villagers, they gathered in one group, in center of the village, as a group. They all stood. The whole group stood in one place. In front of the eyes of the British soldiers, just they chanted some mantra, prayed, and all the 100 just fell and died. All the 100, they simply fell. They just dropped their body and died. And the incident is recorded by the British soldiers. And they say, first time we felt guilty of killing somebody. We people are trained to kill. We never felt guilt when we kill people, even in the wars. But here, we felt a deep guilt that we killed innocent people, killed such a simple people, such a great people. The record says we feel deeply guilt. What we need to understand, the art of dying. Simply, they are able to drop the body and go. Gita says, death is nothing but changing the coat. Learning how to die is the one and only important art which you are supposed to learn when you live. Because art of dying will teach you art of living also. Now let us look into the mystery of death, which is the greatest mystery. Can anybody speak about death? There is a proverb in Tamil. Nobody can speak because who has seen has never come back. Who has come back has never seen. So, unless you see, you can't speak. But the man who has seen never comes back. Nobody else can speak about death except an enlightened man. An enlightened man is authorized because he is already dead. He has underwent the death experience. Unless you undergo the death experience, you can never become liberated. You can never become enlightened. Except enlightened man, nobody else can speak about death. One more thing, the mysteries of death can never be recorded and logically proved. It can never be reduced to a fact and figure. Because it is such a personal experience. Only few enlightened masters are able to speak their experience. The problem, they don't have certificate. God never gives certificate. Hereby I declare he is graduated in my enlightenment industry, my enlightenment university. God never does it. Anyhow, only few people who experienced shares their view and who really felt the energy of the Master, only they take advantage of that science. That is why the mystery of death is unknown to so many thousands of people. And I tell you, this science can transform your whole life. Because we have not understood this simple mystery, we are missing so many things in the real life. One important thing, the main thing, why this mystery of mystery, the secret of death, is not become popular in the West, because it cannot be proved scientifically. Of course, now there is a lot of research going on about this NDE, near-death experience. Thousands and thousands of people's near-death experiences are getting recorded by doctors and psychoanalysts and hypnotherapists. They are all working on this field. I was seeing the other day about a website which speaks about the near-death experiences. They have recorded more than 10,000 people's near-death experience. More than 10,000 people's near-death experiences have been recorded. And you will be shocked, you will be surprised. Almost all the experiences are falling in same tune. Almost all the experiences, the famous hypnotherapists, they also tried to hypnotize the human beings and get their past life memory. They tried to slowly lead them into their past, slowly into their very death itself, to get the data, what they experience when they enter into body and when they leave the body in the past life. Again, that's a wonderful thing, shocking, revealing, surprising informations. Again, they are all matching, falling in tune with what our Upanishads, what our Rishis declare about death. So, I think now the science is spreading in the West also. Now let me come to the point directly. All this time I was beating around the bush to prepare you. Because you need a little bit of mental preparation to listen the great truths. Now let us directly enter into the idea of death. What happens exactly when you die? What happens exactly when we leave the body? From my own experience, let me narrate. I can assure only one thing. Hereby, I promise what I am speaking is truth. No other authority can be cited. No other support can be given. Only the experience is the solid proof. Anyhow, but I will try to quote some of the similar NDEs, near-death experiences recorded by these hypnotherapists and psychoanalysts and doctors. The research reports, the conclusions of the doctors, what their researchers say about the experience and what rishis say about it and what is my own experience. Of course, all the three is in same tune. So I'll present it to you, what happens exactly. When you leave the body, you cross 7 different spaces, 7 different layers of your being. The physical, pranic, mental, subtle, causal, and spiritual, and finally nirvanic. 7 layers of body is penetrated. You go through the 7 layers. You cross through the 7 different spaces. First thing, what happens when you leave the body? You undergo a tremendous pain. Pain means the unimaginable pain. Let me give you a small example. If you cut your hand just half inch, how much it pains? You know, a small blade half an inch, how much of pain you suffer? 6 feet, your body will be your consciousness and your body will be torn. And imagine what will be the pain. It's almost like 10,000 scorpions biting at the same time. You may think, why I am telling all these things. A little bit of meditation when you are living can heal and can guide you at the time of passing away. Before giving the solution, you must know the depth of the problem. Unless we know the depth of the problem, we will not go for solution. When you first move from the physical body, when you leave, your body will be, practically your consciousness will be torn from the body. Such a heavy, severe pain. That is why you immediately fall into coma. According to doctors, coma is automatic mechanism to make you not to feel the pain. It's automatic anesthesia. If the pain becomes too much, you can't bear. So God has made automatic anesthesia system. The automatic anesthesia system is coma. If the pain is unbearable, if it is too much, you automatically fall into coma. That is why anybody who dies, first they fall into coma, only then they die. Only yogis or enlightened rishis, enlightened masters, they die directly without falling into coma. Other than enlightened people, Paramahamsa Yogananda is one of the great example. He never fell into coma before death. Consciously he passed away. He passed away in the sitting posture. There are few examples of great masters who passed away in the sitting posture. Masters, except masters, all other ordinary persons, they leave the body only by falling into coma. That is why you fall into coma and die because of the pain, severe pain. The next, pranic space. In that, the fight starts. Your desires wants to possess this body, but the time says, no, it is time, it is over, you need to go for the next body. Move. So the fight between your desires and the time happens. Anyhow, only the time wins. The kala, time only wins. You have to move to the next body. Like this, step by step, step by step, step by step, you move into different space and enter into the next body. In 3 kshana, you assume the next body. 3 kshana. 3 kshana means 3 moment is the maximum time you can stay without body. I'll give you few understandings about death, then you can put all your questions, I'll give the replies, I'll give the answers. Because this subject has to be understood more by questioning. I'll give first all my hypotheses, whatever I have experienced. Then you can analyze, you will understand. One more important thing you need to understand about this is, as long as you are in this body, this whole world will look in 4 color. This whole world will look in 4 color. You are able to experience it, feel it. It's like a 4 dimension, not even 4 color, 4 dimension. Had you been to this Universal Studio, you will understand the 4D, not 3D. Nowadays 4D things have come. Any of you have experienced? 3D means you will have the glass and you can see the whole thing as if happening in 3 dimension. 4D means along with the movies, along with the sceneries, your chair also will shake. You will have the experience. You will feel as if you are undergoing the experience. If there is an earthquake in the movie, your chair also will shake and you will experience the earthquake. Now, as long as you are attached to this body, the whole world is seen as 4D. The spirituality, meditation, all these things are looking like 2 color. You think, oh, all these things later on we will take care. What is there? Let it be there. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, I already have planned for a weekend picnic. Can you do the course here in the next weekend? Because they planned for picnic, they want me to stay here and do the course next week. You see, people have got so much of value for their time, but they forget somebody else's time is also valuable. Anyhow, as long as you are staying in this body, this world will look like 4 color, the picnic, the outwardly things, everything will look like a 4 color. Spirituality will look like a 2 color. Then you think, all right, what is the meditation? After all, we can do it later on. The picnic we cannot miss. But the moment you leave this body and start traveling inside, the whole outwardly things will become 2 color and the inner world things will become 4 color. All the meditation, all the spiritual stuff, the whole thing will become 4 color. You should understand one thing. As long as you are in this physical body, this whole thing will look like a important thing. You will be continuously running, working, doing every possible things to make money, to make your life comfortable. I have seen many people coming and telling me, Swamiji, I don't have time to meditate. Never say you don't have time to meditate. Tell honestly that I don't give so much of importance to meditation. Everybody has got only 24 hours. How can you say, I don't have time to meditate? I don't have time for meditation. No, never say that. Be very clear, at least to yourself. I can't give so much of priority to meditation. I feel my work, my all this routine, my money, all these things are more important for me than the meditation. Let you be at least clear. You can say, at least I don't understand that meditation is so important in my life. Then you are honest. At least let you be honest to yourself. As long as you are attached to this body, this whole thing will look in 4 color. Only the moment when you leave this body, you will understand which is real 4 color thing. Then suddenly the whole thing, the world, will become 2 color. Your dollar will not work there. There the dollar is different. This currency will not work there. Neither this currency, nor these relationships, or the properties, or the status, social life, whatever you made, what for you gave all your life, nothing will have value in that space, in that zone. In that zone, only the quality of consciousness is going to have a value. One thing I want to tell you, important thing. Not even your Pava Punya is going to come. Even your merits and sins will not come there. People think, now if I give some donation to temple, I may get reward there. No currency exchange offer is available in the spiritual world. Please understand. There is a sect in a particular religion. If you give donation to their spiritual institution, they give you the receipt. And you are supposed to keep that receipt when somebody dies. If you have paid a certain amount to that institution, they will give you that receipt. When you die, they will keep that receipt with you so that you can take that receipt and show to God. Really the foolishness is happening. Please don't think I am telling story. Really it is happening. But I tell you, there is no money exchange. There is no way to exchange your money. There is no possibility. Even your sins and merits are not going to come along with you there. A small story. A driver, bus driver. Any of you have been to Chennai? Any of you have lived in the Chennai? Oh. Bus driver from Chennai. If you have lived in Chennai, you will understand. The bus drivers of Chennai, they will directly take you to hell. Straight way to hell. No, this way, that way. No long route, straight way to hell. And Mumbai also, Mumbai taxi drivers. Mumbai taxi and Chennai bus. This guy, one Chennai bus driver and one great religious preacher. Both of them died one day. They reached pearly gates. Saint Peter was standing, interviewing the newcomers. First came the bus driver. Saint Peter asked, "What's your name? What are you doing?" He said, "My name is Swami. I was a bus driver in Chennai." The list of merit and sins is taken out. Saint Peter saw in his laptop, saw the details and said, "All right, let you have golden staff, silken robe, first class AC suit in the heaven. Go and enjoy." Next came the religious preacher who was preaching all over the world. Saint Peter asked, "What's your name?" This guy said, "My name is Kadabhudananda." "What were you doing?" "Preaching religion all over the world." Saint Peter took the data, list of merit and sins, and said, "No, you can have only cotton dress, wooden staff, third class treatment. Go." These guys started shouting. Of course, you know the religious preachers are the professional shouters. Their whole profession is shouting. And he started shouting, "I'll sue you. Give me clear answer. How can a bus driver have first class treatment and me third class? I was spreading divine glory all over the world." Saint Peter said, "Here up in the heaven, we don't bother what you do. We bother what is the result. Please listen. When he was driving, people were all praying for their lives. So he made many people as believers. When you are preaching, people were all sleeping. So we don't bother what you do, we bother what is the result. Of course, if any of you are sleeping, please get up. Otherwise, when I go there, they will give me wooden staff. There is no exchange offer up in the heaven. Your merit and sins are not going to work. Understand? Only the way in which you live, your quality of consciousness is going to guide you. First thing you should understand, there is no heaven, hell geographically. Geographically, there is no hell, there is no heaven. It is only totally dependent on your psychological state. If you are happy, blissful, you are in heaven. If you are suffering, depressed, you are in the hell. Small story, one more story. One guy died and reached the gates of heaven. Saint Peter said, he was a big industrialist. So Saint Peter said, what do you want to do? You want to directly go into the hell or heaven, or you want to have a look into both and decide? You have a choice. You can have look in both sides. You can have few minutes of preview of both, then you can decide. The guy said, oh, nowadays you have a preview also. I'll be very happy. Let me first have a preview, then we can decide. This guy is a great industrialist, so he wants to have a choice. They first took him to heaven. It was totally silent. Only few saints sitting on some clouds and singing Hallelujah, Hallelujah, and moving around. Nothing much to be seen, very quiet. He said, all right, let me go to hell and see how it looks. There he went, he saw different kinds of discord is going on, different kinds of life, a full-fledged pub, and all the great celebrities dancing. I think they go only there. All kinds of people are there and bubbling with life and festival mood. And all celebrities are there. It was really wonderful. This guy said, I want to choose only hell, no heaven. Saint Peter said, please understand, listen, decide now itself, afterwards you can't have a choice. He said, sure, I want to go only to hell. Finally, he was sent to hell. The moment he entered the hell, simply two demons came and caught his head, and they took him inside. They started torturing him in the fire. He started shouting, what is this? When I came, they showed me a different view. Now you are torturing me. You are threatening me. Now you are showing a different view. These demons were torturing. They said, oh, that is our marketing department. So, understand. If you believe there is a hell and heaven, if you believe your sins and merits are going to help, you will only end up in seeing the marketing department, not the reality. Neither your sins nor your merits are going to help. All the idea of your sin and merit are created by society for better social life. They are not spiritual laws. Your conscience is not going to help. Only your consciousness is going to help. The idea of right and wrong is based on conscience. Your conscience, that's what way you pronounce. Conscience or conscience? Your conscience is societal, given to you by society. But your consciousness is natural. Your being, your energy, your life after death is going to be based on your consciousness, not on your conscience. The quality of life which you lived, when I say quality of life which you lived, I mean how intense you have lived. If you are sitting here, if you are aware of your whole being, if you are aware of your whole surrounding, if you are aware of whatever is going on in your body and mind, that is what I say, consciousness. A continuous, clear, witnessing awareness. Only that is going to guide you after death. Neither your sin nor your merits. Don't think if you go to temple every day, there you will get some special allowances. God will be there, he will tell, no, come, I saw you every day, come here, come this side. I will do some special things for you. No, never. There is a preacher, he is preaching, I myself have heard him in North India, he is very popular in North India, he preaches. Fast here, you will have all sorts of beautiful wines and rum in the heaven. Do all the actions which purifies you here. You will have all the joys in the heaven. One guy was listening, he said, oh Master, why should we leave all those things here to go and get there? Better enjoy here itself. If that is the thing we are going to get there, why not enjoy here itself? And there is no even guarantee whether they will give there or not. At least here we have a clear-cut guarantee. And who knows the exact quantity we will get or not, and who is going to serve and who is going to take care, we don't know. If you think by living a religious life, pure life here, you are going to be rewarded there, never think, never believe. Don't be religious, thinking that you will be rewarded there. You will only end up in hopeless state. All your actions are not going to come with you. Whether you enjoyed or renounced is not going to matter once you leave this body. The moment you are out of this physical layer, all your actions will be forgotten. The saint or sinner, nothing is going to count. Only one thing will be counted. How much consciously, with awareness you lived. Of course, the thing is, the more you become aware and conscious of your body and mind, more it becomes under your control. Somebody asked, somebody asked me, can I become enlightened by controlling my sex? I said, enlightened people don't have sex, that is different. But don't think by controlling the sex you can become enlightened. Of course, I am not telling you go around. Two things you need to understand. A Buddha is out of sex. An enlightened man is out of sex. A Jesus is out of sex. Krishna is out of sex. There is a beautiful incident. Once the Yamuna was filled with water. The flood was happening in the Yamuna. In the river Jamuna, there was flood. Krishna and gopis, they wanted to cross the Jamuna. And they finished all their Ras Leela. The biggest flirt on the planet Earth ever born. After all the Ras Leela, he wanted to cross and go to his place. But the river is filled with water. And he says, if it is true that I am a brahmachari, let this Yamuna open and give way. Immediately Yamuna opened and gave way. And these girls were all shocked. Just now this guy did all sorts of things and which nobody can imagine. And he is telling, if I am a brahmachari, let this Yamuna open and give way. And the Yamuna is also opening and giving way. What is happening? Then Vyasa writes the commentary. Vyasa gives explanation. Enlightened master never lives in the body. He is totally out of the body. Of course, when a person becomes enlightened, he is neither male nor female. He lives always beyond body. Enlightened man is beyond sex. But the people who are trying to go beyond sex can all not become enlightened. Going beyond sex happens as a byproduct, side effect of enlightenment. That cannot be a technique or method to enlightenment. Enlightenment needs something more than suppressing yourself. It needs meditation. It needs transforming your consciousness. So none of your virtue, none of your acts are going to matter after you leave the body. There is a small story. One day, there was a rishi in a forest. One day a guy came in the midnight. He asked the rishi, can I stay here just for tonight? Tomorrow morning I will go away. Rishi said, why not? Please stay here. You are welcome. He gave him food and shelter, everything. Next day morning that guy got up and he is about to leave. When he was about to leave, he felt too much of love and compassion towards the rishi. And he said, oh Swamiji, you helped me really in a big way by giving me shelter in the midnight. Please accept this small offering. He gave little money to the rishi. Rishi said, where did you get so much of wealth? You are having so much of money. You are giving me. He was having so much of money and gave little bit to the rishi. This guy said, I am a thief. The rishi said, no, I don't want your money. He sent him. After that, rishi was praying to God. Oh God, please forgive me. I have given food and shelter for a thief. How great sin it is. What will I do? How will I remove this sin? He started weeping profusely, praying to God, begging him to apologize him. Suddenly he heard a voice from the sky. Somebody is weeping profusely. Rishi said, who is weeping there? God said, I am only weeping. Rishi asked God, why are you weeping? God replied, you gave food and shelter for him only one day. You are weeping. I am giving every day. Should I not weep? Where will I go and wash my sins? The real meaning of the story is, the guy, the rishi, has become too egoistic. He started feeling he is holier than others. Actually, God never bothers the sinner and saint. All these things are just societal. Understand? You are saint only when you are in the society. You are sinner only when you are in the society. If you are in the forest, who is sinner? Who is saint? You are saint as long as you have people to worship you. I have seen many guys in India. In India, every street there is a saint. There is no street which don't have a Jagat Guru. Jagat Guru means the Guru of the universe. And every street has got one Jagat Guru in India. That is why I always tell people, they can at least have the name Street Guru. it will be appropriate. But every street, one Jagat Guru is there. Every street in India you can see Jagat Gurus. These guys, they feel great. They are continuously hunting for followers, disciples, because the more the number of followers, the more they feel they become big. The more people are worshipping you, you feel more you are a big saint. Saint is nothing but the idea given to you by your disciples. Sinner is again nothing but an idea given to you by your enemies. So neither saint nor sinner exists once you leave this physical body. After leaving the physical body, only one thing is going to matter. How consciously you lived, because the consciousness is the only torch with which you are going to cross all these 7 layers, all these 7 spaces. Neither your wealth will come with you, nor your right or wrong deeds are going to come with you, or your other supports, all your charity, all your donations, all your dana, nothing is going to come with you. People think, here if I give some money to Balaji, there he will give me in Vaikuntha as exchange. No currency exchange. Only one thing is going to come with you, that is the consciousness with which you lived, the awareness which you created inside your being when you lived. Once you cross these layers, naturally you will see, if you have lived your whole life with consciousness, with awareness, in a meditative way, you will have a clear choice, either to take birth or to become enlightened. If you have not lived your life consciously, if you are deeply tied to your body and mind, if you have never lived with full awareness, immediately you will enter into other body, because you cannot wait, you cannot stay without body. You are so much attached to body, you are so much tied to your body, your lust for body is so much, you will just jump into some other body. Whatever body is available, you will not bother. Let me first go and enter into the body. Let me not bother. Then later on we will decide. You enter into some body. If you can live at ease with yourself, when you are living with the body, if you can sit with yourself, if you can relax with yourself without having thoughts, that is what I call the power of consciousness. How to know whether we are living consciously or not? You will be able to sit with yourself without thinking. If you have that capacity, you can be sure you have the consciousness. But we people, we can sit with anybody else, but we can never sit with ourselves. The moment you get some time also, you switch on the TV. Tatak, 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 the same remote and the same foolish programs. Or you catch some newspaper. From first page to last page, you start reading. If you don't have anything else also, you start planning or thinking. If you can sit with yourself, utterly relaxed, even for a moment, you will have that same relaxedness when you leave the body also. That time also you will have patience and relaxed awareness to wait and choose. One important thing you should understand, it is you who program, it is you who design your every body and including your parents. These are all few truths. Of course, you can question me in the question and answer session. Including your parents, it is you who choose. If you don't have consciousness, then you will not be given VIP lounge there. If you have lived consciously, and if you leave the body consciously, you will be given a VIP lounge. You can wait till you get ready, till you get the body, right body, the way in which you wanted. Till you get that type of body, you can wait. If you have lived total unconscious way of life, you cannot wait. Simply you will be sent. One more thing, based on what ideas you design your body, what way you live when you are living in this planet Earth, only based on that you are going to decide your next body. If you have lived all your life just for eating, what you will naturally think when you leave the body? Even if I take one more birth, after all I am going to only eat. So let me design my body in such a way that I will be able to eat more and be happy. So the best body is pig. Pig's body is the best body to eat like anything. You can see the long mouth. And when pig eats, never think it eats only with mouth. It eats with the whole body. The whole body will be enjoying. So naturally you decide, let me become a pig. If you have lived your whole life only for eating, you will take the pig's body. If you have lived your whole life only sleeping and lethargic way, not doing anything creatively, you will take the body of buffalo. So it is based on your attitude with which you lived, you choose the next body. This is the basic idea based on which you go again and again and again into the Janana Marana Chakra, Janma Samsara Chakra, the circle of life and death, the circle of birth and death. Now I have given you few conclusions about my experience, or how we take the body, about my understanding, how we leave the body and take the next body. You are welcome to put the questions, because this is the subject. It's a too vast, too big subject. Only by your questions you can have more understanding. You are welcome to put any question regarding death and after death experience. Yes. 1 minute. Have a mic. You can ask me. Please be a little loud, that's all.
You talked about 7 layers we passed through. We talked about the 2. Sula Sharira and Paramashivoham. But we're remaining 5.
If I have to speak about all the 7, I need 2 days. We do a meditation course actually based on this 7 layer. I can name all the other 5 layers. But as you know, we have only this much of time, and to explain this basic 2 layer itself, I have not explained deeply. The other layers, the 3rd layer is subtle body. Subtle body. That is related to all our guilt. Actually, Stula Sarira is related to this physical body. This is what the Stula Sarira. When you leave this Stula Sarira, your pain needs to be handled. When you leave the Prana Sarira, your desires will stop you. The fight between you and the desires will happen. When you leave the subtle body, the fight between your guilts and you will start. You are right or wrong, the actions, the logic. Between that and you, there will be a fight. And the 4th is causal body. When you leave the causal body, it will be a deep darkness, a total, utter deep darkness. The next will be the spiritual body, and the sixth will be the cosmic body, the seventh will be nirvanic body. Of course, the spiritual body, all your pains you will remember. In the cosmic body, all your pleasures you will experience. This spiritual body is an intense pain, and cosmic body is an intense pleasure. These two space only is called as hell and heaven. And when you reach the nirvanic, the ultimate, the last sarira, there you will see you become one with consciousness. Or you come back. If you are not ready to become one with consciousness, enlightened, you come back. If you are matured to go through all these 7 layers, you become enlightened. This is a basic introduction about this.
How do we reconcile?
No, just a minute. Let me finish this. One more question. Yes.
Okay. So ordinary person
Mm.
who has just lived regular life as lots of people live, he cannot go to nirvana state, that's what you are.
Ordinary person means there are many ordinary people who live with full consciousness. Many innocent people, many simple people. If you go to Indian villages, you will hear hundreds of stories that the elderly people telling that within a month I will die and dying. Exactly fixing the time and dying. Even if you trace your own forefathers, there will be some stories. Every family will have 1 or 2 stories like this. My grandmother told exact time and died. My grandfather told exact time and died. Any of you got any stories? Your family stories? You can tell. Why don't you? Anybody? Raise your hands.
When I ordinary, I didn't mean those people. People normally the way we know it is live this life, enjoying life and.
If you say enjoying life is also nothing wrong. Enjoying in a very dull way. Just today morning, I was speaking with our devotee. He was talking about pornography. He was putting a question. I told him, porno is the most insensitive thing. Actually, pornography will make you lose the sensitivity. In porno, the person is not respected. Only the body structure is respected. See, why you respect this table? For the structure of this table. Otherwise, there is no respect for this table itself. If the structure is lost, you simply throw this table away. Same way in porno, only the body structure is respected. Never the person itself, never the being which is living inside the body. So the porno makes you insensitive. That is why you again and again run behind it. Because it makes you insensitive, you don't feel fulfilled. So you again and again run behind it. If you are really enjoying, you will have so much of deep sensitivity, you have so much of deep awareness. According to me, the body is temple of consciousness. If you are really enjoying in the ultimate sense, you will have a total consciousness, you will never come back, you will become enlightened. But if you are living in this way, as I am telling, the insensitive way, so now you will have to explain, when you use the word enjoyment, do you mean with sensitivity or without sensitivity? That you have to tell me.
Does the person enjoy porno?
Yes. Then he cannot go to enlightenment. Surely he cannot go to enlightenment. He will be stuck in the second layer and he will come back and again he will try to take the maximum juice. Again he will be in the same chakra. See, unless you totally enjoy and relax from the world, rest, you cannot rest, relax there. You see, if you have some job in India, naturally you will be forced to go there. If you have nobody in India, no relative, no job, no property, no work, will you go to India? No. Same way, if you are attracted to porno means you have to come to this planet Earth because here only it is available. If you are enjoying, if you want to enjoy something which is related to this planet Earth, naturally you will be coming down. So it's your choice to come down, to enjoy, and if you feel this time you are finished, you are really relaxed. You can be blissful, joyful, ecstatic, without something outwardly. You have so much of sensitivity. There is a beautiful sutra in Kama Sutra. The moment you understand the sensitivity and the joy and ecstasy of living inside your body, the very living inside your body itself is ecstasy. That is what the Tantra says, inner orgasm. The very living inside the body itself is ecstasy. So if you have experienced that, then you think, why to take one more body and die and live on all this rut, all this same thing. Let us live happily. You will have the capacity, maturity to live without body. Then naturally you will not take body. But if you have the hangover, if you have some more desire which is yet to be finished, naturally you will come back. He cannot become enlightened. He cannot stay without body. Yes, next question.
The concept of good and bad karma, if I understood you right, is perhaps societal.
Yes.
Is it a denunciation or striking at the roots of karma theory?
Yes. Because the karma theory has no base. Because karma theory has no base. It is just a faith and belief created by Manu and other old people. You see, by creating these laws, Manu has done a service to society, and the same way he has done a big conspiracy to the humanity. Both he has done. In one way, for good social living, these laws are helping. See, for example, you will not kill me because I should not kill you. I should not kill you because you will not kill me. We both will not kill each other is an understanding. So that all of us can live on this planet Earth. That's all. There is no more spiritual attribute to that law. There is no spiritual quality or spiritual support for that law. But when you start giving spiritual explanation, no, if you kill somebody, when you go there, you will start suffering, you will be put inside the oil will be just boiling oil, and all those things are just threatening you, giving fear to you. It is adding fear into you so that you will follow this morality. But now I feel at least this small group is matured enough to live a moral life without having the fear. Suddenly, for example, if you understand, even if you kill me, you are not going to have any punishment. Are you going to kill me? Surely not. For children, you need to tell with all these stories. When you teach morality, this type of small fear is necessary. But according to me, when somebody is becoming mature, when somebody is mature, there is no need to give the fear as a method to follow the morality. As long as the morality, the karma theory is based on fear, be very clear, it can never give you fulfillment. No morality should be based on fear and greed. It should be just a pure understanding. The man should be taught to grow to that end. The man should be made so mature. The man should be given the techniques to create such a deep awareness and sensitivity to understand all the laws in a blunt and clear, truthful way. Not just with some stories of 21 heavens, 21 hells, different kinds of punishments, and see, if the same thing is going to happen there, then God is nothing but a president. At least here we have a voting right, there we don't even have that. Why to go there then? We don't even have to go there. So, surely hell and heaven does not exist based on karma theory. Only one thing, when you do too much of so-called wrong actions, you associate yourself tightly with the body. So, disconnecting yourself with the body at the time of death is very difficult. The man who lived continuously only on sensory pleasures, torturing others and swallowing everything, he cannot leave the body so easily when he is at the time of leaving the body. That pain, that suffering is what we call hell. That suffering only we call hell. When you live, if you live with full awareness and full consciousness, awareness and consciousness is such, it will just radiate joy, love and compassion. Just few days ago, I was in New Jersey. One of our New Jersey healer, an organizer, Veena Shenoy, her name is Veena Shenoy. She actually attended our ASP. And she said, after the ASP, Swamiji, how many times I tried to eat non-veg, I am not able to. Not only one person, there are so many proofs. Here itself there are few sitting. You see, when you become more conscious, more aware, I have never given that as a rule. And one more thing, I never believe in rules. I don't give any rules. Even in my meditation camps, I don't give any rules. I don't say to the people, please don't eat non-veg, please become vegetarian. No, I never say that. I never made that rule. She just attended the meditation camp, that's all. And she said, earlier I can't eat without non-veg. Now I don't know what happened. I cannot put the non-veg into my mouth. The awareness and consciousness become so sharp. When you are conscious, your very being will start guiding you. There is no need for any law. I never taught her, no, eating non-veg is wrong. It is spiritually wrong. How many times I give a rule, what she will tell? No, Swamiji, I am not able to control. Giving rules is not going to work. Morality is not going to work. I don't believe in morality. I believe in experience. I don't believe in conscience. I believe in consciousness. When the real consciousness happens to you, you will automatically see that morality happens in you. Whatever we call social morality, all those things starts happening in you. It will become your lifestyle. It will become your very being. Then you will see there is no conflict between inside and outside. As long as you live with morality, you live with laws, you live with rules, you will see there will be always conflict inside and outside. The moment you don't see any cop's car, speed goes up. Speed rises. The moment somewhere the cop's car is standing or the dim light is seen, immediately put a brake. See, as long as the morality is taught with fear, cop means what? What you call it as a Yamaduta, here you call it as cop. That's all. You call it in different terms there, you call it here different terms. Again, karma theory is in a way, a subtle way of social laws. They are trying to inject the social laws inside. The internal programming. You see, if it is forced from outside, you call it social law. If it is programmed in your mind itself, from the very young age, you call it as karma theory. But both are simple programming. According to me, conscience is a poor substitute for your consciousness. Karma theory is a very poor substitute for meditation. It is time. We have played enough with these small toys. I always tell people, drop your toys, be matured. Enough. For a long time, we played with all the rules. And where is the record? Where is the rule? Let me give you a small story. This is a little, even though it's little sharp, I should tell. Only then you will understand. 3 women, they died and reached Yama's court. Yama is sitting there and giving judgment. First lady came. Yama asked, what were you doing on the planet Earth? Did you live a faithful life to your husband? This lady said, yes, Deva. Yes, Lord. I lived a total chaste, pure life. They took out the list. It said, yes. Oh, all right. Yama said, all right. Let you have golden key and go and enjoy your heavenly rewards. He gave the first class treatment. She went. Next lady came. Yama asked the same question. Did you live a faithful life to your husband? No, Lord. Only once. That also mentally only I did a mistake, not physically. You should forgive me. Yama took out the report and it said, yes. Oh, all right. Anyhow, you can have a second class treatment at least. So he gave silver key and told, all right, let you go on, have second class treatment. Third lady came. Yama asked, did you live a pure life in the planet Earth? She said, no, I was an actress. I did what all the things you can imagine, and I did what all the things you can't imagine. That is the way I lived. Now I don't know what to do. Emma just looked around and said, have my room key, go there, I'll be there. All your morality is just nothing but skin deep. Just nothing but just skin deep. So look into it. Your karma theory is nothing but societal program. You think the people who are not programmed for karma theory are not living? No. Of course, I am pulling down the whole structure so that you can go beyond. It is enough. We played with the mental toys. Social laws are social toys. Karma theory is a mental toy. Enough. Drop your toys. Grow out of your fear and greed. Why should you do some good thing only for the sake of heaven? The very good deed itself is a joy. The very good deed itself is a joy. Yesterday really happened incident. Suddenly I received a phone call from one of our devotees that he was carrying some amount of money, all the collection from the past cities, whatever we are going all over the country. He took all the money to deposit in the bank. I suddenly received a phone call that all the money is lost when the SSP was going on. And my assistant, she was making such big scene. He said, keep quiet, relax, what is there? Even if it is lost, let it be, okay, leave it. This is the way life. When you handle too much of money, naturally, sometimes it will be lost. Forget about it. I was very cool, calm, relaxed and making fun of her. No, Swamiji, you worked so hard. You have created so much. I don't know what has happened. I said, when you intensely work, the work itself is reward, not the effect. As long as you are working for some greed, the work is not joy, then I will not enjoy your face. I will enjoy only seeing the Washington's face in the dollar bill. You see, if the teacher or the master, if I am working for some goal, then I will be thinking only his face. Only his face will be standing in front of me, not your face. The very work itself is joy. Why should we do some service? Only if we are given the candy. Heaven, you come to heaven, you will be given candy, do some service here. No. Candy and cookies are only for kids, enough. Now it is time for us to behave in a matured way. There is no need to bother about greed and fear. There is no need to bother about the reward and punishment. Still now, if we are running only based on greed and fear, be very clear, we are not matured. We are aged, but not grown up. Getting aged is different and growing up is different. So, all this karma theory is good to start, but not to end. Somebody is asking, Vivekananda Swamiji, what is the need to believe in Bible? Should I believe all those hell, heaven and sin merits? Vivekananda says, it is good to be born in church, but not to die there. It is good to born, to start with. When you start naturally with little fear and greed only, you will start, nothing wrong. No other way to understand. For a child, you cannot make him understand that very doing good itself is joy, very not doing wrong itself is bliss. All these things you cannot make him understand. So for him you need to say, hey, don't do, Amachi will kill you, Amachi will take your eyes. That is what you all tell, na? God will come and threaten you, God will kill you. All these things you can tell for kids. But now it is enough. We have all become grown up. Let us analyze it consciously. Vivekananda says beautifully, let you flood your whole religion and spirituality with your logic and reason. Let you flood your religion with logic and reason. Whatever stands, the logic and reason, let it stand. All other things, let them be washed away. The earlier they are washed, better for the humanity. So let them be washed away. Enough. We lived with Manusmriti. Of course, he is good. He has done a great service. Surely he has done a great service. But you need to go beyond Smriti to reach Sriti. There are two scriptures in Eastern mysticism. Smriti is moral, day-to-day life, social laws. Sriti is the inner spiritual quality, the techniques to improve the consciousness. Upanishads are Srutis, Puranas are Smritis. Manu is a Smriti, means everyday social law. Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, I can't even use the word Hinduism, Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma is the only religion which is courageous enough to say Smritis can be changed. Sanatana Dharma declares, my scripture can be updated. All other guys are afraid. No other fellow says, no other person accepts, my words can be updated by my disciples. Rishis are telling, Smriti can be updated. It can be changed when the society changes. But Sriti is the techniques towards consciousness. Let us go to the Sriti, techniques to consciousness, leaving the Smriti, just the social laws.
The thoughts we have in this Janma, will those come into action in the next Janma?
The thoughts which you have in this Janma, if you make it as action, if you make it happen, you will end up in two things. Either you will have a deep satisfaction, or you will have a hopelessness. Oh, for this only I ran. What foolish thing I did. You will end up in two things. If you have finished, it will not become action in the next life. If you have not finished and still you have hope, the lingering hope, then you will naturally carry it in the next Janma and do it. And to fulfill that thoughts, you will choose the parents, you will choose the place and all those things.
You say sins and merit doesn't get associated to a soul between one life to another. Then does the belief in repaying the past deeds exist?
One thing, sins and merits, the actions never comes with you. The mental setup you carry with you. The mental setup of doing the same kind of things you carry with you.
So you commit a sin in one birth, do you repay it on the next?
No. Now, if you cheat somebody, don't think next Janma he will come and cheat you. No. That will not happen. But the attitude of cheating, you will carry with you, and how much you cheat others and exploit and take money, you will not have sensitivity to enjoy it. You will feel deep dissatisfaction. How much you make and cheat and do everything, you will have a deep dissatisfaction. You will not have a deep sensitivity or joy to enjoy. You will not have a bliss to live it. You may have a big bed, but not a sleep. That's all. You will carry the same mental setup with you, with which you will hurt yourself and you will hurt others. But when you hurt others, naturally you will hurt yourself with the same mental setup.
Sorry, when you say consciousness and awareness, are you meaning the same thing or two different?
Awareness is a starting point, path. Consciousness is the ending point, enlightenment. You start in awareness. Actually, both are same. In awareness, a little bit of, it's like 18 karat gold. Consciousness is 24 karat of gold.
Okay.
That's all. The process is starting in awareness. Process ends in consciousness.
And you said consciousness is the one thing which we carry forward. My earlier understanding was consciousness is an attribute-less thing. It does not have specific attributes.
No. Consciousness is a total intelligent thing on which you attribute many things, which never gets attributed to anything. No attributes reaches it. It's a pure intelligence and energy. What you call as your self, innermost self. That's all.
Can devotion help in this way?
Yes. The devotion can help, but not the devotional rituals or activities. The devotional rituals or activities, the outer activities, the pouring water, pouring milk, all those things are no way will be counted. There's a beautiful Vivekachudamani sloka. Kalpakala Paryandam. In Vivekachudamani, Shankara says, Kalpakala means one full yuga. If you do some Abhisheka rituals, worship also, nothing will happen unless you understand the Atma Tattva. Unless you understand about the consciousness. So, a deep inside devotion, if you feel that Lord is inside your being and if you meditate on Him, if you intensely do japa or relate with Him, that is going to help. But the physical activities are not going to anyway help. I have seen many people, they will come and boast in front of me. Swamiji, for last 30 years I am going around the Arunachala hill. What for you came? I have knee pain, please heal me, Swamiji. What you got? Only knee pain, Swamiji. So doing anything in the outer world is no way going to help. Growing your consciousness, that's what I tell you. Only one thing, meditation. Working to improve your consciousness. Working in the line of awareness is the one and only key. Now when I tell all these things, it hurts. It feels, oh, what is this? Only when you leave the first layer, you will understand. All these things become just 2 color. And these ultimate truths became 4 color. I have seen many people, when I tell all these things bluntly, clearly, they leave me and go away. There are many people, if I say drop smoking, they will drop me. Actually, instead of dropping the smoking, they will drop me. I have seen, when I say this type of things, bluntly and the straight truth, they will leave and go away. And I feel sometimes deeply, oh, now they won't understand, because the whole world looks very 4 color, shining, catching, calling. Now I look in a 2 color superficial way. Today will be there, tomorrow I will go away from Ohio, leave, forget about him. And the whole thing looks in a very 2 color way. Many people come and tell me, no, Swamiji, you are having camp in a weekend, why don't you have in weekdays? If you have it in weekdays, you are having in weekdays, I have a office, why don't you have in weekend? Many people I have seen, because now all these outwardly things looks like a 4 color. So this looks like a 2 color. The moment you leave the body, I have seen many people, the moment they leave the body, immediately that becomes totally 2 color, and this becomes sharp 4 color. Deep guilt will rise in them. I had the chance to meet this Paramahamsa, but I missed. What you missed, only at that time they will understand. Only at that moment they will understand what they missed. And the pain and guilt will be so deep, so much, when they take body, they will think, at least this time I will not miss. I will catch some master and do some meditation, get ready and come. They will enter. But the problem is, when you enter into the body, you enter into coma stage and come out. You don't directly enter into body. When you assume the body, the birth time, especially the birth time, your whole body will be squeezed, pressed. So you undergo a severe pain. You fall into coma. The moment you come out of the coma, you forget. The whole memory is forgotten. Again, you start the same rut. Again, one more Nithyananda will come. Maybe some other version of, updated version of Nithyananda will come. And again you will see him. And you will hear all this great truth and miss. That time when you die, again you feel, Arey, again this time I missed. Only when you leave the body, you get the consciousness, the whole memory back. Intelligence back. Oh, I missed. Oh God, I missed. And again you come back. Some people, after missing once or twice, they decide, this time I should not miss him if I see him. So that just to remember, they will bring some serious disease with themselves. I have seen. With a purpose, they will bring a disease. Oh, even if I escape from him, this disease will make me to go near him, go and be around him. Many people, my inner circle devotees, they get some cancer or some serious type of disease and come to me and get healed and they stay with me. And they ask me, Swamiji, now I feel this disease is my own creation. Otherwise I wouldn't have found you. Now I feel the disease itself has become a big blessing. Otherwise I wouldn't have got you. There is one song written by one of our devotees. She came to me for healing psoriasis. And she wrote a beautiful song. Please don't heal it so quickly. Because keeping this as a reason every day I come and meet you, that's one thing. Next day, every day your hand will touch me. Please don't heal so quickly. Let there be little bit remaining. So that I will be around you. Actually, I have seen few people, they bring the disease so that they will not leave the master, even if their ego works. That's a technique. There's a beautiful story in Tamil Nadu. There was a great saint called Appar. He actually misses 2-3 times like this the spiritual life. So once when he was coming down to take the human birth, he brings a stomach problem. And he says, only when I became enlightened, this pain should leave me. Because I will be continuously reminded. If there is no problem, I will take the life for granted. I will not be reminded what for I came. So just to make me remind that my goal is to be achieved, let this disease be there. He brought. And the moment when he became enlightened, only the disease disappeared. The truth, the story says. And Kunti says in Mahabharata, let the sufferings come from all foreigners of the world to me, so that Krishna, I will remember you. And I will know the right goal is to achieve your being and enlightenment. This is one of the technique. People bring suffering sometime so that they will understand there is a big thing to be achieved. There's some big thing is there, the waiting, we are yet to achieve it. So many people come even in that way. Many people, they bring depression so that they will find the right master and achieve it. Finish the life and death cycles. So there are so many methods you remind yourself. The thing is, there is no need, you should miss at least 2-3 times and then bring some disease and remember. If you are a little more intelligent, even now, catch, don't miss it.
If the next body is born in 4 or 5 moments, then why do people lose shad after 12 days or 13 days?
In 3 seconds, 3 chana itself, the next body is taken. But in 13 days, the whole thing will not be shifted. The 13 days, the hangover will be there. For 13 days, kid also will not have individual consciousness. Kid will not have a total awareness of the body for 13 days. The 13 days, the mental setup transferring will be happening. It's like you want to shift to the St. Louis. First you go by car. Then all your luggage will be brought by the shipping people. They will bring by truck, just like that. You will go. All your mental setup, your ideas how to live, all those things will be getting transferred. It will take 13 days.
But does that help?
Yes, the Shraddha actually helps the Jiva to leave the body easily and go and enter into other body. Shraddha means not pouring water or doing all those rituals, but those mantras. See, in Shraddha time they will chant Kathopanishad. Have you read Kathopanishad? If you read and understand, you will understand. Whatever I said now, all these truths will be uttered to the Jiva. Oh Jiva, at least this time you don't miss the Atmajnana. Have any of you ever read Kathopanishad? The whole Kathopanishad is nothing but this Atmajnana. And in Shraddha means nothing but Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad is the main thing which is supposed to be chanted in Shraddha. All the other things are not going to anybody. It is going to priest only. Don't worry about it. Only the Kathopanishad. When you chant the Kathopanishad, that life, the being which left the body, that will be listening, that will hear the truths. The Kathopanishad says about all these things. You are supposed to be relaxed and go into the way of Dharma, go into the Atmajnana, either become enlightened or at least in this Janma prepare yourself for becoming enlightened, to become enlightened. The same truths are uttered. So uttering those mantras will give right knowledge to that being, to that Jiva. That is why those mantras are chanted. Yes.
You said the enlightened souls, they know like when they are going to die. But for others, how was death decided? What decides their death?
It is their own karmas. When you come down, you bring certain amount of idea how to live, what all you want to achieve, and how much of strength you want to have for your body. So once that body is tired, once that body has ran enough, when you feel, oh, this body is enough, when the idea of unconsciousness settles, body is tired enough, then you get ready, and on fine day, you leave the body. About accidents, that's the important thing. Accidents are also in a way unconsciously invited by you. Here comes a little problem. Logically, we will not be able to understand. How can anybody invite accident, Swamiji? What are you telling? How can anybody invite accident? Who will invite accident? I tell you, the very living in this type of society, you are more comfortable, you are enjoying more when you are here than in India. In India also, when you are in the cities, you enjoy more than in the village. So naturally, when you choose more comforts, more better life, you choose the risks also. There are so many other factors inside your mind, even that your deep fear can attract accidents. There's a beautiful saying. Just like a satellite antenna attracts the dish antenna, dish attracts the satellite waves, your mental setup attracts the life incidents towards you. If you are blissful, you will see that all sorts of blissful, energetic, living, live people will be attracted towards you. If you are dull, morose, depressed, egoistic, naturally you will see only that type of people will be attracted to you. You fall in tune with the same mental level people and you attract the same type of incidents. So it is your own fear, it is your own unconscious mental setup is the important reason for even inviting accidents. Logically little difficult to understand, but if you look little deep, you will be able to clearly understand. It is just our conscious mental setup which receives, which attracts any incident in our life.
Does everybody get a body once they die?
Yes, within 3 kshana you get a body.
And in that case, is there something called a ghost or something which doesn't have a body?
When you, for example, if somebody is given 100 years life, when they come down to live 100 years, and they commit suicide at the age of 50. Then next 50 years they have to live without body. And if they die in the accident, before accident if they lived conscious life and had at least one glimpse of meditation, then immediately they will be given the body. But before accident, if they never had even a glimpse of meditation, the pure consciousness in their being, or pure joy in their being, they will have to wait, just like people who committed suicide. And that 50 years, when they live without body, they have to suffer terribly. It's like, I understand, so much of sweets are there in front of you. If you don't have eyes, if you don't have hands to take it and eat, how much you will suffer. The same way, the whole world will be felt by them, but they can't enjoy. That is why, according to me, suicide is the worst crime. Suicide is the worst crime. When you destroy, naturally you will have to wait till the time to take the next body. If somebody living in the human body, if they are not aware, if their awareness and consciousness is too low, then these guys who are moving without body, they just come and try to catch that body and try to possess it. That is what we say, possessing or being caught by ghosts and all those things. But a meditator will never be caught by ghosts, because a meditator will have a clear awareness, consciousness, individual consciousness. So according to me, my experience, meditation is the ultimate solution. Never postpone meditation, because you can't postpone accidents. It is much more important than life insurance. Your life insurance will help only your son or daughter or wife. Meditation will help you for you. If you have met with an accident, if you have done life insurance, it is going to help only your family. It won't help you. But if you have done meditation, it will help you. So meditation is much more deeper, much more important thing for your being than your life insurance. Please take mic and ask, so that one person will ask one question. What time we are supposed to finish? Please tell me. 9:30. You have 10 more minutes. Okay.
If we do meditation in this Janma, that will pass to my family?
Family? No. Because family is, you see, when you are living itself, family will be helped. Now if you are meditating, with this family it will be helped, because the vibration will become positive, more living, more happy, more joyful. If you are not having a headache, naturally you will not give a headache to them. If you are having a headache, naturally you will torture them. You will give a headache to them. So in that way, you are being more happy, more blissful, more meditative, will surely help your family. But once you leave the body, it is no way going to help them. It is going to only help you totally.
Lord Krishna has played such an important role of karma in Gita, and it appears like you are throwing that karma theory away.
Krishna says beautifully. Krishna says very clearly in one sentence, whatever you think in the last moment of your life, that only is going to choose your next birth. See, Krishna is such a wonderful person. He is the teacher for your primary school. He is the teacher for your secondary school. He is the professor for your professional education. He is the professor for your university education. He is for everybody. Step by step he gives. He teaches you alphabet also. A, B, C. And then he teaches you second level education also. And he makes you as a professor also. So understand, when he says karma theory, he just gives you the first initial thing. Then he slowly prepares you and tells you, whatever you remember in the last moment, only that is going to decide your next life. Then finally he says one word. Finally, the last word Arjuna says, "Oh Krishna, you confused me totally. Now I am confused more than earlier. Before started talking to you, I was much more clear. Now I am utterly confused. What have you done to me?" Then Krishna says, "Sarvadharman parityajya mamegam saranam vraja aham tva sarvabhabhebhyo moksha ikshyami masuchaha." That is what I wanted, my dear son. Sarvadharman parityajya. Give up all your dharmas, all your so-called understandings. Drop everything. Surrender unto me. When he says surrender unto me, he never says the form, he says the energy. The energy which we call Krishna. The cosmic energy, intelligence, or the universe, the Parashakti, which we call as Krishna. He says, surrender unto me, surrender to me, I will liberate you from everything. He says, in the ultimate sense, the surrender is one of the ultimate technique. One thing, understand, step by step he teaches everything to Arjuna. If you catch hold of the second lesson and you say, Swamiji, what is this? What Krishna taught, you are objecting. I am not objecting what Krishna taught. He himself is objecting in the second, third level. When you are taught how to ride the bicycle, the person who teaches you will tell you, hey, sit straight, hold the bike, hold the handle properly, and pedal properly. The moment you learn, what do? You put your legs on the handle and you drive. So it's like he teaches you the first lesson. Then comes the second lesson. Then comes the third lesson. I am giving you the ultimate lesson. I am not teaching you mystery. I am teaching you the mystery of mysteries. Yes.
Expound more on free will and destiny.
Both are bullshit. The free will is not free will as you think. Destiny is not destiny as you think. Understand this one thing. You are here because of all your past decisions. First thing, you have decided to see my flyer. Did you see my flyer anywhere? Then you decided to note down the number. Then you decided to call the coordinator. Then you decided to note down the way. Then you decided to get into the car. Then you decided to drive. Then you decided to come in. Then you decided to sit. Then you decided to listen. Now you decided to question. The questioning, the present incident is happening because of the totality of all the past decisions. Am I right? Because of all the past decisions, the present is happening. Because of all these present decisions, the future will happen. The problem is, you decide many things unconsciously and you forget that you decided. When the result comes, you think, no, I never invited, I never did, what is this? It has come, it has happened. That is the problem, that is the place where you miss the understanding. There is only one thing. All your past decides the present. All your present will decide the future. Be aware, be conscious of the present decisions which you are making. That is enough. There is no past. There is no need to bother about the future. Simply you will see, you will be able to design your future. You will be able to design your future. That's more than enough. No need to bother about free will and destiny. Because both words are just, as I told you, B-U-L-L-S-I-H-I-T.
One more question, Swamiji. The world population is getting so large. Where are all the lives coming from?
Yes. Here is a beautiful question. The world population is getting so large. Where are the lives coming from? All the beasts. What's happening to so many trees which you are killing? So many animals which you are killing? So many animals are killed in the forest. What is happening to all of them? They are only entering into human body. That is why still they are animals. They may be in the human body, don't you see they are living just like animals? So, just they are getting, promotion. More and more promotion is happening, that's all. Yes. And you see, if the more human bodies are created, even the lower level jivas, even if they are not qualified to live a human body, they will be allotted. Go, quick, because somebody has to fill. Somebody has to fill the body, so they will be sent, the allotment will be done. Yes.
How long it takes to cross those 7 layers?
Oh. With the right meditation and the master, if you meditate even once deeply into that layer, that is more than enough, you will drill it. The NSP Nithyananda Swamiji program is based on these layers only. I have tried to present a small gift to the humanity, which is from my experience. If you ordinarily take up meditation, even once if you have the glimpse of joy and bliss, many people tell me, I never tasted the bliss which I experienced in Ananda Spurana programs. Many people come and tell me this. Today's workshop, meditation which we do. Any of you are here who attended? Oh, there are so many. Many people explain to me, I never experienced so much of bliss inside me, which I experienced in this course, in this program, in this meditation. If you at least experience once that glimpse or bliss, you will know, even without body, there is something called bliss. Even that itself will act as a good torch or a guide. Of course, continuous meditation will act as a more clear pathfinder or path maker when you leave the body to penetrate. But even the one glimpse will do a tremendous change in your whole life itself. That will start changing your whole mental thinking setup itself. So, instead of asking how long, how intense is the right word, it is more based on intensity. Even one glimpse of the consciousness is more than enough. If you achieve once one glimpse of consciousness or awareness, and if you can maintain it by one simple meditation, that is more than enough to penetrate these 7 layers.
Somebody has done meditation like they were 30 years old and they die at age of 60.
If he has really had a glimpse of this consciousness, I don't think 30 years meditation means, I think according to me, if you are 30 years meditating means seriously something wrong.
No, when you were 30 years old and you did some meditation, but when you are about to die, you are about 60 years old.
Yes, that will come. You see,
First layer says you have intense pain. So
one thing,
remember you did meditation and you remember.
if the meditation has given you a conscious experience, you don't have to remember it. That will remember you. If the experience is so deep, so intense, that will remember you. For example, at the moment of leaving the body, understand this one thing, at the moment of leaving your body, the whole life incidents will come as a fast forward. In a small, without even touching this movie, in a small pack, just in a few minutes, you will see the whole life being fast forward. It will come in a fast forward moment. So naturally, if the meditation is an intense experience which you enjoyed in your life, that will come up at that moment. That will guide you.
But you are having intense pain. How does your
No. The meditation, if the glimpse, the consciousness, other experience is there, that will come up, an intense pain will not be felt. This will be felt more strongly, more intensely than the pain.
So it happens automatically?
Automatically. But at least once you should have a deep glimpse of the consciousness, the experience. If you are not, even the 30 or 40 years of meditation will not work. People come and brag. They just boast, Swamiji, they don't boast in front of me, they boast with others. You know, I am a senior devotee. Last 2 years I am with Swamiji. Last 3 years I know Swamiji. I tell them, don't tell this. It is actually degrading my name. You are spoiling my name. Even after 3 years being with me, you are not become enlightened. You are damaging my name. It's a damage to my name. Don't think it's a proud thing. It's a damaging statement to my name. So if you say, I'm meditating for last 30 years, don't tell outside. It's a damage for your guru and you. So it is something seriously wrong. There is no need for 30 years and all. According to me, 1 year is too much to have a glimpse. It's too much to have the glimpse of the conscious experience.
Some people at the time of death, they say, I like to talk to my son, I need my daughter to.
Then naturally you will see that they will be hanging over. They will be running next life to take birth. They will take birth to get more sons and die. And that fellow will put him in the old age home and suffer. Same rut will be happening. This is what will be happening.
For an enlightened one, is there any difference between suffering and
For enlightened one, there is no difference between suffering and joy. But when you go beyond both, what you experience is bliss. It is beyond the joy and suffering. Bliss. Next.
When you say the meditation, if you do one time in a life, that is enough. So if I experience...
No, one time means at least once you should have experienced. Not only once closing your eyes and trying and telling, no, it is not working for me, no, leave it. Not that. I mean the mental setup. Yes.
So you're saying if you have this glimpse, that you really don't need to meditate again?
There is no need to meditate. Because your whole consciousness will become meditative. Continuously you will be the same mood. When you are walking, living, sitting, standing, continuously you will be in joy. There is no need to meditate separately. There is no need to sit your eyes, no need to sit with eyes closed and all those things. Continuously your whole life itself will become meditation. Till you get the glimpse of consciousness, you need to close your eyes and meditate. Once you get, by opening the eyes itself, you will see the God. There is no need to close your eyes and do all those things. Yes.
Which one is tougher? Considering both suffering and joy equal or going towards joy?
Both are psychodrama. It is just your rubber stamp. A small thing you try. Take one in one hand a little bit of chili and take candy. Stretch your tongue and meditate on your tongue for 1 minute. Concentrate on it. Close your eyes and just put the chili and the tongue and the candy in your tongue in two ends and just feel the experience. Both will be same. Just touch and feel what is happening in both places, points. Both will be same. It is you who stamp it. Hot, sweet. That's all. You are so unconscious. We go on stamping the experiences. We go on downholing the experiences. As a joy or pain. For example, small thing. Let you understand this small story. One elderly man has gone to next city and is coming back to his village. Suddenly he saw from distance his house is getting burnt. He started shouting, "Ayu, what is happening? What is happening? How are you? I am gone, I am gone, I am gone." His son said, "Don't worry, father. Yesterday itself we sold that house. Don't you remember? Yesterday itself we have signed. We have sold that house. Don't you remember?" He said, yes. Then he is immediately liberated. He started, no, there is no problem. Don't worry. Relaxed. Then second son said, no, we have not yet got the payment. Why are you talking? What are you doing? How do you think that you have sold? We have not yet got the payment. Only you have signed. Then again he started weeping. Yes. Oh, what is happening? My house is getting burnt. Again he started weeping and wailing. The fourth son said, no, father, don't worry. I already rang up to that person. He has already deposited money today morning itself. He cannot take it back. It is already sold. Then he said, I am liberated. You see, in half an hour, 3 different moods. The same house is burning. The same person is seeing. In half an hour, he enjoyed the deep pain, deep pleasure, again deep pain, again deep pleasure. Just the idea. Mind and not mind. Just the idea. See, the pain and the pleasure is just your rubber stamp, just your idea. Incident is same. Person is same. The house which is burning is same. The person who is seeing is same. Just the ideas. Tuck, 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 tuck. see what's happening. That is what is life. So, pain and pleasure, both are your psychodrama, nothing else.
So, let us say, without doing meditation, I have the mindset to consider pain and joy as equal. Without doing any meditation. Does it mean that I am liberated?
Without doing meditation, if you feel that, the truth which I said, if you feel in the life, consciously you are liberated. But unconscious times, when the emotion starts erupting, your conscious mind will not be under your control. For that, you need meditation. You see, as long as you are balanced, all this logic will work out. The moment you are imbalanced, when it comes to you directly, then you feel imbalanced. That time, meditation only will give you power, the energy to be balanced even at that moment. If you are balanced even at that moment, you are liberated. That's all.
Gita says Samatvam is the yoga. So is the glimpse of what you are saying, is it same as an understanding to treat everything as same?
If you have that glimpse, you will experience Samatva in totally different way, not as you understand now Samatva. The very understanding of Samatva will change. Now, whatever you understand Samatva is wrong. I tell you, whatever you understand is wrong. You may ask, what is this, Swamiji? You do not even know what understanding I have. How can you say it is wrong? I know for sure, the more you meditate, you get the more clear experience, understanding. Whatever you understand now as Samatva is only dictionary meaning. When you meditate, you will have existential meaning. There is two different things, existential meaning and different dictionary meaning. A small story. One lady was trying to wear her new fur coat and see how beautiful she looks with that fur coat. Standing in front of a mirror. And the small girl, her daughter, she was telling, Mom, you don't have even a little bit of sensitivity, Mom. That poor, dumb animal, how much it has to suffer for you to have this coat. Suddenly, this lady turned and told, how dare you will talk about your father like this? You see, dictionary meaning is different. And existential meaning is different. If you understood the joke, you can understand. Dictionary meaning is different. Existential meaning is different. So understand, now you know only dictionary meaning. If you meditate, only then you will understand existential meaning of what Krishna says, Samatva. Okay. Even the word sex, when I uttered, what you understand is only dictionary meaning. Only when you meditate, you will have the existential meaning.
Buddha had his own way of meditation. Is it possible that I can formulate my own way of meditation?
Buddha was so intelligent. Never say he had his own way of meditation. No. He worked with the 10,000 keys and then find out his own key. If you have courage and want to do the same thing, you can do it. You will also be spending 12 years doing all sorts of things, but you will never have the courage. First, initially you will think, your ego will say, why to learn? Let me have my own meditation. But 2 days you will not be able to go in your journey. Not 2 days. You will not be able to go in your journey. You will forget the whole thing and you will cheat yourself. Buddha is the ultimate category. But at least fall in the second category and pick up, learn and improve. Instead of that, we always think about flying. We don't even walk. Thinking about flying, you don't even start walking. At least don't do that. If you can fly, that's really great. If you can't, at least start walking. Yes.
Somebody, me or anybody, doing puja every day, can we think that that is a kind of meditation? Because we will think that God is seeing in the sky and He knows what is good and what is right. So suppose we are doing anything, sometimes we will remain silent thinking that someday is going to come, He will do good for us.
One thing, to tell you the direct answer, if it leads you to have a conscious glimpse of ananda or bliss, are you having that? Conscious experience of energy and ananda or bliss, are you having? By meditation? By the puja?
Sometimes.
You see, that amount of time which you took to say it sometimes surely says no time. If you had, the answer will come so sharp, with so much of life. Yes, it has not come. There is some doubt. Be very clear, you have not heard. And the moment you know you have not heard, it is not going to help you anyway in your conscious growth. It's going to, maybe it will have a little bit of good entertainment. In the young age, when you were a child, you used to play with the toys. Now you play with a little bit of idols. That's nice. Okay, nothing wrong. A good entertainment, but not a spiritual practice. Be very clear about it.
Why do you need to do all these rituals when there is no...
There is no need. It's all up to you. There is no need.
Havan has a lot of rituals too, so but that's the way it says, you have to put ghee and samagri and all this sort of thing. So that's in the Vedas too?
No, it is karmaganda. It is not jnanaganda. That's what I told you again. As Krishna was teaching step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, rishis were also teaching step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Why are you again and again quoting the same portions which supports you? Come, understand, come out. See, you have to study in the first class. It is not that you will be studying continuously the first standard itself.
Swamiji,
Yes.
will the vastu of the house decide how to live the residents?
Vastu is 2 volt current. Meditation is 20,000 volt current. Flood meditation. Vastu, Jyotisham, stone, gemology, neurology, all sorts of allergy will disappear. All allergy will disappear. If you are continuously believing some stones, you will become stone. Nothing more. Nothing more than that. I see actually a small story. In India, if they get a new car or bus, any vehicle, van, they will put one lemon in front of the vehicle to do puja. One guy is asking, why are you putting this lemon? The other guy says, no, only then vehicle will move in a good way. Then this guy is commenting, without knowing this Ashok Leyland fellows, they have made 5,000 spare parts and made this vehicle, and you say only this lemon is going to make this vehicle move. 5,000 spare parts they made and assembled the whole vehicle, but you say only this lemon is going to move this vehicle. One thing, if you believe in the small stone, you will be nothing more than a stone. You will become just a stone. So drop all these foolish things. It's enough. There's a cassette I have spoken. Place to space. From place to space. In that I very clearly explain the science of Vastu and how meditation alters the energy of Vastu.
I mean, you said that you don't really advocate any diet for any of your practice. But what kind of a diet do you really suggest?
You see, I don't give as a rule. But if somebody wants, I can give as an understanding. You can follow it. Actually, I follow something. I don't eat onion, green chili, garlic, so that the mind will be fresh. They are called natural steroids. They can be taken as a medicine. Onion and green chili and garlic, these 3 are good medicines. Garlic is a good medicine for heart trouble. Steroid is a good medicine, but not a good food. Just like that, this is natural steroid. It's a good medicine, not a regular food. Something like this, I have small understandings to concentrate or to meditate more intensely, more deeply. Those few things you can take it and follow. Naturally. Those few things are more than enough. Nothing else is required. These few understandings are more than enough. So let you understand the mystery of mysteries and let you be liberated. Let you experience the eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
And thank you all for coming this evening. As you have seen, Swamiji has highlighted more than once this evening the importance of meditation. My sincere request to you would be to not miss this opportunity to spend the next weekend. This is the last weekend that Swamiji is here on this visit with Swamiji, and try to learn from the program. It is a wonderful program. It will totally transform your life. And the registration is open. We would love you to go and sign up. Since we are short of time with all the questions, we will not have individual blessings. Thank you very much.
I think they can just have, or it will take time. Is it too late?
Yeah, it's going to be